Well, hello there everyone. Welcome to the first summer vlog of 2025. My name's Alexis Green and this is Tilly. Say hi. We're chilling here on the balcony and I want to give you guys a balcony garden update. And it's just not windy enough. And we got another tomato plant right here with a bunch of tomatoes on it, you guys. Just look at how awesome that is, you guys. And these ones right here, like these tomato plants in their individual planters, have been doing better than the two in this giant one. I don't even think we have any tomatoes on this giant one yet. And then we have the columbine flowers. They're a little grumpy here. I like how his little bucket says grumpy on it. The other tomato plant with some more tomatoes. Now before I give you guys an update on the current state of the habanero plant, I gotta show you from days ago what this thing looked like. And then look, you guys, our habanero plant, we got progress on the pepper. It's almost fully orange. Look at our habanero. It's so orange now. And look, you guys, back here, we have another one starting to turn. Because right now, we only have one pepper on it. Then we have our nasturtium, which I kind of want to move this garden flag here. There we go, looking cute again. Our crazy mint that we've been putting in teas and other sorts of drinks. These are the jalapenos and the basil dye. It's been a little hot lately, and so I don't think we're really gonna get any jalapenos. I think we're gonna stick to like the plants that you get at like Lowe's for like, you know, peppers and stuff like that. They seem to fruit better. But tomatoes grow great from seeds. Little succulents here. The other succulent, and then the one big succulent mix that we got from Walmart that is just doing so beautifully still. Want some bubbles? Okay. It's our favorite time of the day, you guys. Yeah. And you guys, I moved this chair and a bird flew out of it. But there's at least 5 eggs in there. And just look how beautiful this nest is. But I'm gonna fold this up and not use this chair. So we set up this little bowl with some water in it, kind of like a bird bath. But the bird definitely keeps coming back. I brought this out there and it flew away. But I ordered some bird seed from Amazon. So I'll be adding that soon. See if mama bird comes back. Oh, you see it? I think it's it.
Yep.
Let's see if it gets in the water. It's on the bowl. It's on the bowl. Oh, oh, my babies. Can you guys see the baby bird? Oh, hey, buddy. You are adorable. Mama has been taking care of you, right? I bet you're hungry, so I'm gonna go back inside. Bye. I gotta show you some of my Goodwill finds. This is one of them. So last year, Timothy and I went to Food and Wine with Madison, and this was the bowl we were trying to find when we did the Remy's, like, you know, find Remy around the park in Epcot. I forgot what they call it. But yeah, the little scavenger hunt thing. Usually they'll give out like a prize at the end. And this was one of the 2 options. But I found this at Goodwill for $1.09. And this was the bowl that I ended up getting because they didn't have the Figment bowl. But I really like the way this one looks as well. I also found It's a Small World game at Goodwill as well. This was only $4, and I've seen this game before. I just couldn't afford it at like its original price, but let me show you what's in here. This is like the playing board, but But look, this is the piece that I wanted to show you guys. Not that piece. This piece right here. Isn't that so neat? And as you move this little wheel, it moves the clock head as well. How cool is that? Yeah, they have all these little pieces too. But you guys, I look forward to playing this game. It's gonna be so much fun. I also keep finding a bunch of vintage like golden books, and this one I believe was 1980s? 1986, you guys. That's the copyright on this one. I also found this game for a couple of bucks, but it's really neat. It has all these cards and all these tiny little pigs. Timothy and I at some point are gonna have to play this game for sure, but look at all those tiny pigs. I also found these Dr. Seuss books for about $1 a piece. And these aren't too hard to find, but at any antique store anywhere you go, they're definitely more than $1 or so. So I figured, you know what? Let me start picking up these little Dr. Seuss books. But yeah, these were books I had when I was growing up. So as I continue to find books that I had growing up, I'll keep them in a little collection. I also found this gem at Goodwill. When I saw it, I was like, gotta get it, you guys. I also found this to make some apple pies in the fall. I just think it's neat how it's like shaped like an apple pie. It's so cute. And check out this Goodwill find just in time for Sanibel. It is huge, and we had planned on buying a bigger one. This one just needs to be cleaned out. But yeah, we had planned on buying a bigger one because this thing tends to happen where we run out of room in our cooler and we gotta like, you know, figure out what we want to put in the cooler and what we don't. So now we have one of these big ones and a smaller one as well. This was actually the one we bought last year when we ran out of space in our little styrofoam cooler that we have. So there's a new library that opened up near me about 2 months ago. And I discovered it when I took this back road to avoid traffic. And so I went in for the first time yesterday after work, and they had some really neat stuff that they were doing. One of which were these little spice packets. So each week they hand out a little thing of spices with ingredients in this packet. It's free to pick up. And so let me show you what's inside. This one is cocoa powder. Very neat. And then look, it comes with all these different recipe cards of all the things, of course, brownies, and then just a little, it just tells you what it is basically. So black cocoa powder is what this one is. And then it gives you book suggestions as well, which I think is so neat. So these are a bunch of like cookbooks, and then yeah, so it has the recipes, what you need for ingredients, and then the instructions on the back. And then from May 22nd to August 4th, they're doing this summer reading guide for adults. And it's so neat. They have an app where you can track the amount of time that you're reading and what books. But here are the grand prizes that you can win. So for each amount of time, you'll get like 500 points. And every 500 points you get a raffle ticket. And it gets you the chance to win one of these. I think out of everything here, goodness, there's so many good things. Either this garden basket here with this game, or this one here. And while I was at the library, I found this, and what drew my attention to it was Medium. He was at the Barely Balanced show. And I was like, oh my goodness. Apparently he went by the library one day. And I was like, that's so cool. One of my favorite spots was the Raven's Nest at the Georgia Renaissance Festival. And they had all sorts of teas. Like this one was only $5 and there was a ton of tea in here. But this has Earl Grey and pieces of lavender in there. But this has been our favorite tea like over the last couple of weeks. And we've been putting the tea in these really adorable tea infusers. I have a pig, an axolotl. I also have this manatee. And then this narwhal. This narwhal is going to be the next one that I'm going to use. But my grandmother got these really cute tiny plates for us. And there was one year we were visiting her and she had put her tea bag and a spoon on one of these little plates, I guess after stirring it, which was so cute. All right, you guys, we're at the Bark Park with Tilly. You ready? Come on, let's go this way. Let's go this way, come on. All right, ready? Get over here. You gotta jump over this, okay? You ready? Go get it. Yay! You guys, I found a very peculiarly shaped mushroom. We'll do a few more of these, okay? Come on. You ready? Look how her tongue sticks out like this. You ready? Ain't that just cute? Alright. Ready? Set. Go get it! Yay! Bring it back! Bring it back! Gotta show you guys our new doormat. Got this one at Michael's. What is this, buddy? Okay, you guys, I got this bird feeder with a bird bath at the top. This clings to your window so you can see the birds and stuff. And I also got a nut and fruit blend of bird seed. What's this? You wanna play? You wanna play? Okay, I shall. Got it.
Got it.
Yay, the bird bath. You wanna put it up now?
Yeah, sure.
Yay. Sweet. What are you doing?
Hey, buddy.
You trying to heal?
Hey, buddy.
Alright, you guys. Here it is. There's a nice little spot for the birds to stand / sit, do whatever they do.
Perch.
Perch. And then look, got a little bird bath at the top. How cute is that? So we'll see what we get over the next couple of days. So you guys, I have all of the sealing wax, which I am putting in this storage container that I got, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, they just have actually 2 like compartments here, which is pretty awesome. And it looks like this might, yes, this comes up too. So really it could be 1 compartment. And here you go, you guys. All of my sealing wax beads organized quite nicely. Now the next thing that I have to do is put numbers on each of these. It's pretty nice, but yeah, some of these I have dual colors in. So that works out pretty nice. And then here at the bottom, I have all of my neon colors that glow in the dark. These are pretty cool, but I like these a lot. But yeah, you guys, I'm going to be making some wax seals that are self-adhesive. All right, you guys, look at this beautiful ball of dough. Now this is actually pizza dough, and no, I'm not making pizza, but I am making bagels. All right, you guys, this dough is starting to proof. I have added the holes to the center to make it a bagel. Kind of give it a little more time, maybe 30 to 40 minutes, and then I'll go ahead and boil these and then bake them. All right, you guys, these bagels have proofed perfectly. Now I'm gonna preheat the oven and then boil these, top them in whatever I'm going to top them in. You guys shall see that here in a second. And then I will bake it in the oven. You guys, look at these bagels starting to boil in here. I have egg washed these bagels. Now we're gonna put on the toppings. We have everything seasoning. Gonna go on some of these.
And some Colby Jack.
Cheese. These are gonna go on the biggest bagels. Because of course. Oh yeah, we gotta top it. The big bagels. Alright, do an onion on the bagel. Nice, nice. Yeah. The cheese.
The salt.
A little bit of salt, yeah. Alright, now I'm sticking these in the oven for a bit, maybe like 5 to 8 minutes. Hey you guys, so it is now the following day. I am off today, so I'm going to continue this vlog into today, and I'm going to start this portion of the vlog with one of those bagels I baked last night. I'm super excited. This cheese bagel looks absolutely insane. I'm going to heat this up, put some cream cheese on it, try it. And the bagel's nicely toasted. I just have to add some cream cheese. All right, gonna try some of this bagel. Nice crunch. That's some good stuff, you guys. This is your sign to make homemade bagels. So good. You guys, this is an antique store find. Look at that. Isn't that neat? Just the wrapper for some double mint gum. And then this used to be an old pop socket of mine that I turned into a magnet using a very strong magnet that I glued to the back of it. Now I've been laser engraving all sorts of items with the universal trinket trading symbol on it. And one of my favorites is this leather patch that is iron-on, but it just turns out so beautifully, so clean. I also have a keychain, a little pin, and then a badge as well that you can stick a leather piece through. I'll probably end up doing that before I post this one in my Etsy shop. Obviously it needs to be cleaned off a bit, but this is what I've been working on so far, and it just looks great. You guys, I just have to share with you this epic find that I found at my local Goodwill. This Goodwill has been a treasure trove when it comes to vintage golden books, and all of these books are 77 cents each, unless you go on a ticket a day where it's half the price, and that's just insane. But yeah, I will say not all the golden books that look vintage are vintage. One of the things that you can look for is the price in the corner that's like printed onto the book. So if you can find that, you know for sure these books nowadays are not going to be like 89 cents unless they're like thrifted. And of course, the aging on the books as well will give it away. But yeah, you guys, 77 cents. And in this condition, like, these aren't in the best condition, but I've seen like some of these books being sold at antique stores for like 10 bucks in this condition. It's just crazy. I also found this book, Poor Unfortunate Soul. How much was this one? $1.51. You guys, this book is usually pretty expensive. I'm pretty happy that I found it. I look forward to reading it as well, you guys, but a very not unfortunate find. You guys, the Bubble Room is opening back up this month, which means when we go back to Sanibel in August, Timothy and I will be able to return to the Bubble Room. I'll bring you guys a very special Bubble Room vlog. Until then, I do have a few Bubble Room vlogs that you can watch, and I hope you enjoy those. Well, thank you so much for watching this video. I truly hope you enjoyed it, and I look forward to bringing you guys the next summer vlog. Until next video, bye!